What is up? What is up, Internet? How are you guys doing? I hope
said 2 minutes.
your day has been awesome. I am way excited. Hopefully, I'm on the correct chat. Everybody can hear me. That should mean that I'm in. Okay, good. I was making sure. I'm going to close this over here so that way I don't start getting feedback. And Cassandra, yay! Cassandra, thank you for saving me. I was just about to go start finding my famous people. And then let me.
Huh?
Okay, good. I just realized that I had the headset in. I was having to do 3 hangouts simultaneously, so I put like the headset on so I could like use the force and focus on like voices to see like yeah. It was. Do you have a fun time in your hangouts?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Yeah, it's really neat to be able to like. We find that the pressure of like the fan doesn't have like 1,000 people in line behind them like breathing down their neck like, are you done? Is it my turn yet?
Yeah.
So and then you don't have like the pressure of seeing the line and you're like, oh crap, I should speed this. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. I always get nervous like when there's a lot of people waiting, like talking to someone and then yeah.
Well, good. I hope that this alleviated that usual nervousness. Okay, good. That's super awesome. Welcome. It's you and me. We like ran everybody right up into the minute, and so Bryce is gonna take a break and go run to the bathroom.
Okay.
We're already live because if I don't go live on time, then Facebook will delete my stream.
So, okay.
Yep. So it's just you and me chilling until let me text message Michelle back to let her know that we are live. Live. We're on. All right, sweet man. I'm excited. I guess tell me about how you got in front of a microphone because you and I have never we've been in the same room so many times in the last 5 years. But just because I'm sure you've done SAC anime in the last 5 years.
I think SAC?
Have you not done SAC anime?
I know I've done. I think I've done in the last 5 years actually.
Okay. I know you've been at Anime Expo.
Yeah.
I feel like where I recognize you from is hanging out with Sheremy. I feel like I at one point was like talking with Sheremy, but you were like you two were hanging out together, and then man,
cool.
Let's see. Do you go to Crunchyroll Expo?
I've never been to Crunchyroll Expo.
Okay.
No.
That show was so insane that I honestly have no memories of Crunchyroll Expo other than like working every second of that entire show. Bryce, did you get a chance to go to Crunchyroll Expo before the world ended?
No, I've never been. I've heard great things, but would love to have the opportunity when the world comes back to check it out.
Well, you know, all 3 of you are going to be like, your agent is just going to have nothing but emails. Just please send these people to my show. Yeah.
You mean when conventions come back?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
We'll have to make up for lost time and go to really cool events.
That's what I'm thinking. I think that the backlog of like people that are like, give us Cassandra, give us Bryce, give us it's like it's just gonna get like louder and louder.
Yeah.
Guys, Michelle, you are a fireball. Did you have fun today?
That was fun.
Yes. You guys. I don't usually rock a headset, but it was a crazy day. So I used the force, and I was like, okay, that's Bryce's hangout. Okay, that's Michelle's hangout. Okay, that one's.
Oh my God, you were like triple.
Yeah. And at one point, I was like, I took 2 fans, and I'm like, you guys, we're all gonna wait together. And then it was Billy. Bryce, tell me Billy's whole evil genius like setup with the parrot and the chair.
Was that one of your hangouts, Bryce?
Yeah. Billy's in New York, and he was telling me all about his SAO drinking game. Which I asked him, Billy, if you're watching, you still have to send me the rules to the SAO drinking game.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Sounds like a good time.
This last guy I was just talking to in England, his entire like he is a collector.
Oh, okay, I think I can put a picture on screen. Tell us.
Oh my God, I have never seen so much like
cool.
Stuff,
yeah.
Like, loaded with room. He's like, well, it's a bit of a problem because I'm running out of room. And I said, well, if you ever like lose your job, you can sell your stuff on
eBay. On
eBay. And he goes, well,
this does not
sell a kidney. He's like, I'd rather sell a kidney.
Oh, that is so awesome. I swear I have a picture of, get this. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got a glimpse of, all right, I'm going to share this on screen. I got a glimpse of it because we were doing the hangouts for Patrick Seitz after the air conditioner debacle. And I see
that's so Patrick.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Right behind Matthew, and I was like, "Is that a projector? Are you watching us on a projector?" And he like pans around, and sure enough, he literally attends ColorworldLIVE and uses a projector to like hang out on the big screen.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
If I had a projector, I would do that.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a projector.
You have
to do it.
I do. I'd never even thought of that though.
That'd be fun.
It would
like,
be.
Chatting with people on like a movie screen, basically.
Yeah, it's super. Do I have? Yes, here we go. There's the other. So this is Matthew Breeze. He is a super cool dude who calls in from across the pond. And right behind him, you can see that black box on the shelf is his projector. And then we were like talking about like me and Patrick just couldn't stop like, oh, what's that on the shelf? Oh, what's that item? Oh, like. And,
no, I mean seriously, like hardcore.
Yeah, it's super
hardcore
cool.
Collector.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen so many collectibles.
Yeah, so many cool things.
He's got a store.
One of the advantages of doing these virtual meet and greets is like you'd never have that experience at a convention proper. Like you never knew about their collections, but now you can actually see them.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, and you also get to spend more time with people. Like how you know, when we're at conventions, you're like, yeah, it's like go. You got to get through. You got to get through the line. So it's nice to actually spend time with people.
I warn my fans all the time. I'm like, you guys, I know you're not the problem. It's my actors. Yeah. As soon as he talked about Godzilla, Michelle was like, don't hang up. She's like, you can't hang up.
Coming.
This is what gets me in trouble, you guys.
Can I tell you about Godzilla?
Do it.
One little thing. When I was growing up, older than you two. So when I was growing up, and they may still have it, but there used to be a creature feature week after school, creature feature week. And so I would come home after school and I would watch, it was Godzilla. So it'd be Godzilla versus King Kong, Godzilla versus Mothra, Godzilla, the whole week was Godzilla. So I grew up, that was like my childhood. I grew up with Godzilla, and little did I know that what it was called dubbing, because it was so awful back then. It would be like, Godzilla is coming.
That's hilarious.
They weren't watching their flash. So awesome. Cassandra, do you have any like super childhood, like these things that you hold on to that are super important to you that are part of your growing up experience?
Yeah, I was super into like all of the cartoons that were on like Nickelodeon, like Ren and Stimpy. Like I was obsessed, or like Rocko's Modern Life. Doug,
Yes!
Rugrats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, Doug is good. Now,
I know, Doug was like, so good. And then like the whole like Snick on like Saturday night, there would be like, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that so much.
Now, did you hop on when they started doing like Fairly Odd Parents? Are you a Fairly Odd Parents fan?
I was like a little too old for the Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, I was more like Rocco, Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I think Bryce, you're a parent. You have to forgive me. I do not know how old your oldest is. Is Fairly Odd Parents in part of your like at your house, or
she's little, so she's still watching little kid shows. It's a lot of like, man, I don't know. She watches so much stuff. It's hard to keep track of everything.
Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
Peppa she liked for a while. Yeah, she's super into that.
Yeah.
The other one is I find that both my girls found like horse shows. Like there is so much content on Netflix, you guys, in which a girl can watch a girl learn how to ride a horse in
Cassandra's equestrian.
Are you?
Yeah.
You ride? What's style do you ride? English or Western?
English. Yeah.
I think harder. Dressage is like.
Dressage I find like kind of annoying, to be honest.
Oh, so
it's like
you don't do dressage?
No, I did hunters, which is like jumping. Like I've done like dressage lessons, but it's so like confined to like a certain box. And, I don't know. I'd rather just like ride and be free.
Rachel, what's the long distance riding? What is the 100 pace? Do you do 100 paces then?
So I've never done one. They don't really have them out here, but they have them in Connecticut where I'm from. And like I have a bunch of friends who do that. But yeah, if you guys are in Iowa, that's like the perfect place to do 100 pace. Those are so cool. It's like fox hunting basically. But yeah.
So there's like cross country for horses. So Rachel grew up in Eastern North Carolina and has always been like on a farm or part of her sister four horses. I feel like Sarah.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
So like we took the kids out there and they all did riding camp. Horses are very much part of being in my wife's family.
That's so cool. Yeah, they're lovely.
Bryce, do you have any, like, I know you're a quokka guy. Is there any other animal that is like part of your life?
I've always been a dog person.
Really?
Even though I tend to voice cats. I know you guys voice cats as well.
Yeah.
Black cat specifically. I don't know why.
Do you have a dog, Bryce?
I have two dogs. They're little white fluff balls. They're Maltese poodles.
Yes.
Aww.
Yeah, we got Minnie first, and she's pretty small. And then the next dog we got was smaller, so we had to name her Micro.
Micro. Oh my God. Okay.
That's hilarious.
Cute. That's pretty cute.
Yeah, they're fun.
Are your kids into the dogs?
Yeah, they love dogs. They love animals.
Are the dogs into the kids?
No, they're not.
They usually are.
The fur babies were first, and then they're like, "Who are these people joining the house?" They're kind of getting up there.
In the ears and
So they're a little grumpy.
What's the breed of the dog?
They're Maltese poodles, Maltipoos.
Maltipoos.
Little white fluff balls, basically.
Aww.
Michelle, I feel like you love like so much, like just getting to do the voices. Like so many times throughout the day, you would just willingly like just jump right into a voice. Like, what was it? All that bad dubbing that you watched when you like, what inspired you to like be like, I have got to get in there. They need me. They do not know what they're doing.
Honestly, Brad, it was a mistake. Like I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I'm from the Midwest, so growing up, there was no, I didn't know what dubbing was. I didn't know what that was till I came out to LA.
Yeah.
And I had my first audition, you know? So for me, like the whole anime thing was super foreign. Literally, I had no clue what it was. But I'm bummed.
That's great. I can't believe that wasn't Bryce's joke.
That's usually the type of jokes I tell. Yeah.
Well, okay. I
So,
like it.
Like, but you went out to LA to act?
Yeah, I actually followed a boy out to LA who I'm not with anymore, but
You only needed him to get to LA. He was.
oh no, I can thank him for my career now, because I would have never come out here otherwise, probably.
My bank account at my credit union I had because I dated a girl, and it was a rental. It was back when Reynolds Tobacco Company had their own credit union, and it was really good. But you had to be a family member of somebody that worked for Reynolds Tobacco, and I lived in her grandmother's basement. And they're like, "Oh, we'll help you get an account with the credit union." Is literally like my favorite part. Today, 20 years later, I still bank at the same place, all thanks to
Thanks to this one girl. See how
Right?
that
That's
works?
so funny.
Yeah. Is there anything, Cassandra, like that in your life where you're like 20, you're like, it's still like a thing?
Here I am, 20 years later.
Yeah. It's funny, like I was talking to somebody earlier and they were telling me that they had grown up watching me on Yu-Gi-Oh! And the way that I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like, I feel like it was random. Like I was doing this other voiceover job and one of the guys in the booth was like, "Oh, you have a voice that would be good on this show that I'm on right now." And it was Magical Do Re Mi, which was an anime like back in the day.
Yeah.
He's like, "You should just come to a session and watch." And I was like, "Okay." So I like show up, and that's how I met the people at 4Kids. And then they were like, "Oh, you should audition for this." And then I did, and like that led to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and 5Ds. And it was just it was a fluke.
And here you are.
Yeah, and
How many years?
and now people are talking about it like, when did that even come out? Maybe like 2006? And I didn't even know like anything about anime other than like Sailor Moon, Pokemon, and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only knew about like the major ones because my brother was like super into Dragon Ball, and then like everybody knew Pokemon, and then everyone knew Sailor Moon. But like I didn't know that there was a whole like area of voiceover that like I could work in that was like made anime.
Yeah.
So so I did those shows for like 2 years, and then I was like, I'm gonna move to LA, like just because I wanted to.
Yeah.
You're in New York. Right?
Yeah, I was in New York. I grew up in Connecticut, so I would always like commute to New York and like work in New York, and then I lived in New York. I went to NYU, and yeah.
I had a really good, one of my best friends went to NYU. I love being in the city. I miss Anime NYC. I miss New York Comic Con. I miss, like, do you go? Did you ever eat at 99 cents only fresh pizza?
No. No, but I was there when there was Grace Papaya, and you could get a hot dog for 99 cents. But we would never eat there because we were like, why is it 99 cents?
Oh, man. Bryce, do you eat 99 cents only when you're in the city?
I mean, are you talking about like the pizza places just like randomly?
No, it's literally called 99 cents only fresh pizza. Like that's the name of it.
Is it 99 cents?
Yes.
Wow.
Is it good?
Oh, so good.
Well, like all pizza in New York is good. Like that. Here's the thing: I would eat pizza every day, but it would be like different kinds of pizza.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a whole thing. But I wasn't against paying like $4 or $5 for a slice.
What? No, I'll tell you.
I guess I'm an elitist in that way.
Here's where you can pay $4 is Nunzio's Italian Kitchen in Sayreville, New Jersey, which is a 40-minute drive from the city.
Yeah.
But have you eaten at Nunzio's, Cassandra?
No, but I spent a lot of time in New Jersey, and there's this place on the Jersey Shore called Mac and Manco's, which is literally the best pizza.
What?
The best.
Okay.
Like I think about it to this day.
We have to
Mac
have
and Manco's.
We need a pizza fight then, because Nunzio's is clearly the best. I'm gonna bring up a pizza.
You know where I had
Probably good. I'm
this
not
is
saying it's not good. I just haven't had it.
you know where I had the best pizza? This is gonna be really weird.
No, tell me.
I go to Italy every summer, like not this year because of the pandemic, but the best pizza I ever had was in Dublin, Ireland.
What?
Oh.
Weird?
Okay, I
I
didn't see
know.
that coming.
No, it's weird. Eddie and I were there for a convention, and we had gone out to Mayo, County Mayo, to go to Ashford Castle, and then we came back, and we were going to go see U2 that night. It was like the last night of the U2 concert in Dublin.
Cool.
And we were like, okay, let's just like grab pizza or something near the hotel. So it wasn't even in like a popular part of the city. It was near the convention center where the convention, the anime convention had been. But it was this little Italian place. These people were from Napoli. They all of the ingredients from Napoli. They brought the water from Napoli, and they did their pizza there, and it was literally like, I was like, oh my God, this is like top 3 pizza I've ever had.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Is, do you know where it is on this map? Where is this pizza?
Point to it.
Mac and Mango?
Damn.
Like, do you remember?
I don't know. It's in Dublin.
Okay, it was in
We're the Brewery Hotel in Dublin.
Was it at the hotel?
No, it was just down the street.
All right, let's see if we can zoom in.
We're gonna find
Like,
this.
if you find the name, if you find the street name that the Drury Hotel was on across from the convention center, then you'll be able to find the name of the pizza place.
It's 2020. Like, we have the internet. Like,
I know, it's so cool.
It's so funny. My mom, gosh, I don't even know how old my mom is. I don't really do birthdays, so I lose track of how old people are. My dad is going to be 90, which probably puts my mom at like 74. I think it puts her.
She's a youngin'.
And so she'll always be like,
youngin'.
I've forgotten more than you know, Brad. But with the internet, like, you don't have to forget anymore. Okay, so how was it on the water, the hotel?
No, it was across from the convention center.
Okay. Oh man, is
Drury, D-R-U-R-Y Hotel.
Man, Bryce, you're a tech guy. Is there a way to overlay the convention center without losing the fact that I want to see all the pizza places?
Yeah, Bryce, how do we do that? You should know.
We're gonna do the right through
Right?
it. Like, you know, I'm constantly looking for convention centers with pizza places next to them. Like, we need a plug-in to make it happen just on the fly.
I think you're messing with me. Are you being serious? Sometimes I can't.
I'm not messing. I swear to God, I'm not messing with you.
No, I'm saying Bryce. Like, I can't tell if he's having a hard time or if he really is. That's his next app that he's going to launch, is a place to find the best. I'll tell you what, Rhode Island Convention Center, the best pizza on the East Coast. The only thing I've seen to rival the one in Sayreville, New Jersey, you guys, is a Napoli style pizza.
Is it?
Wait.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No. But I will tell you that the best pizza on the East Coast and possibly the country is in New Haven, Connecticut.
What?
Really?
Have you heard of New Haven style pizza? It's its own thing and it's glorious. Yeah.
What makes it different?
They make it in like a wood, or they make it in like a brick oven, and I don't know if it's wood fire or if it's coal, but like this one place, Pepe's, they've had the same like brick oven for like over 100 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then there's this one street, and it's like all these like competing pizza places, and it's like a local thing. Like if you go to Pepe's, or if you go to Sally's, or if you go to Modern, it's like everybody is like in their own like pizza factions. Yeah.
They have
anyway, it's amazing. If you're ever in Connecticut, you definitely need to get New Haven style pizza.
Okay.
It is so good.
I'm gonna drop that in chat so we don't forget it. New
Haven style pizza.
New Haven style, Connecticut, New Haven pizza.
Well,
We need a running list of pizza places that you can just always add to if you had delicious pizza at some event. So then when you go back to that city, you know where to get the best pizza.
Well, that's funny. Alexis tipped it. Rachel will do the same thing. They'll text me. They'll be like, I'm in this city. I need a restaurant to go to. And I'm a foodie. So I will literally be like, check like best vegan in America's in Salt Lake City.
I'm the same. Wherever I'm at. Yeah. I gotta look up like the top. And it can't be like, it's gotta be like from the taste of that city. Or like a magazine it's not like Yelp or TripAdvisor. Yeah. It has to be like that city.
That's one thing that's amazing about going to conventions. Like you get to meet people that are from the area and they always tell you like where the best stuff is and what you have to try and what's touristy that you can skip. Like, one of my favorite things to do is just seek out like the local, like best of.
Totally.
And you're sure it wasn't on the river?
It was not on the river.
Because the convention center right here on the river.
Okay, it's on the other side. Oh, I see what you mean. Maybe it was close to the river.
Oh.
I don't know.
All right.
5 years.
Well, I'm gonna go. This is rated a 4.6. Man, that's pretty far away. All right.
I wonder how long it would take to Postmate something like that.
Yeah, do they deliver?
Well, here's where I know where it is. I know how to find this one. I brought this one so that's my Sunday activity, you guys, is I'm gonna find Michelle's Pizza Place in Dublin, Ireland.
Okay.
Man.
It's on the same street as the convention center. It's just down the block. Maybe it was next to the river. I don't know.
Well, now that I know that, I just have to find it.
That might be it. Oh no, I don't remember the padded walls though.
No, this is Nunzio's Italian Kitchen in Sayreville, New Jersey. This is the one that I'm raving about.
Oh, gotcha.
And they do like a meal on a pizza. So, for instance, for Thanksgiving, they have a Thanksgiving special pizza that comes with your turkey, your cranberries, like on the pizza, you guys.
That's a lot.
That doesn't sound good to me.
Okay.
Right?
You know what I like on pizza that's weird? Like baked ziti.
Okay, so they'll told me.
So good.
That sounds yummy.
They have one called the garlic. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Guys, they're so, like, inventive with what they do, and they go to visit the farms where they get their produce from. They're not ordering it off a Cisco truck. They're going to you know what I mean? There's there's definitely a difference between like knowing where your ingredients come from and not, you know what I mean? Just up on
okay, there's a place in LA. And I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's Vito's Pizza or Vic's Pizza in LA. I have not been there, but I saw online the chef brought a piece of the mother dough from Naples over to Los Angeles. So he has to take his dough for a walk every day. Like he literally takes the jar of the mother dough and he walks it around the block with a security guard because he's been robbed before. Yeah, like this dough is like
that's awesome.
This dough is literally like worth probably thousands of dollars.
Really?
That's awesome.
Yeah, because it's the mother dough. Like you can't. Where do you get that?
Yeah, you can't like start over at the beginning again.
Exactly.
It's like a sourdough starter.
Yeah, he takes it out in a jar and he walks it around the block every day because it needs, the air to breathe whatever the yeast is in the dough.
I love everything you're saying. Okay, here, Bryce, did you go to Una Pizzeria when we did the one in Calgary, the Fan Expo in Calgary?
No, I didn't have the list of all the good pizza places.
Oh my God. Calgary's like one of the best conventions for food.
Yes, guys, Una Pizzeria. It is It's the best pizza, Rachel. Right, Rachel? You'll put above.
Those people but they were fattening us up for the kill. We didn't know what was going on there. It was like one good restaurant after another in Calgary.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you guys, you just let me know whatever city you're in. In fact, you know what we should do one time?
I'm gonna hit you up next time I'm out somewhere.
We need to all end up in the same city, and like one night we'll do Michelle's pick, and one night we'll do my pick. We can battle.
I love it.
I'm down.
I'll eat all the pizza.
Yeah.
My pizza tip, I really like deep dish. So when I went to Chicago, I had deep dish pizza for the first time. And the thing I didn't know about deep dish pizza is it expands in your stomach.
Oh my God.
They said like, just be careful, like, just have like a piece or two. And I'm like, yeah, this is delicious. I'm going to keep eating. So I had a third piece, big mistake, fell asleep before I got back from lunch. Like it just expanded. My body's like, and shut down.
Yeah,
like,
and out.
So funny.
Oh my God.
You know the Illuminati's?
What is?
Oh yeah.
Or was it Gino's? Where'd you go?
I think it was Gino's.
Gino's.
It was. I mean, I don't remember much. I ate 3 pieces.
You blacked out.
Blacked out. Yeah, there's too much for my body to handle.
Yes, it's a blackout pizza. Oh, man, that's so awesome. That's the best way to black out from pizza.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there are worse things you could black out from.
Right?
Indeed.
It's like a list of way worse things that you could. I'm trying to find. Okay, this one, you guys, in Providence, Rhode Island. I kid you not, they will not allow you to do takeout.
What?
Like,
Probably because they want to serve it exactly how they want to serve it. So like if you eat it like a half an hour later, like it's not going to be as good, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and so like
Okay.
as soon as like Rachel's like we're talking, and we always have this tradition like we don't spend money on Sundays, like we're super religious, and so like part of our religious practice is not to work on the Sabbath. So we like buy everything on Saturday, and then we just make it through the day. We're like, oh, is there enough left? Is there enough left? And then we'll drive to the next city, and then after it's like 12:01 or whatever, we'll be like, okay, what's still open? So we always warn all of our employees. We're like, whatever you do, get what you need because I can't bail you out. It's the one day a week I can't help you.
Like I'm out.
Yeah.
Like you're off the grid. It's Sunday. You're like. Yeah.
So we'll stock the booth with like protein bars and core power and like you know what I mean, in case. But for somebody that like isn't committed to like living by those rules, when they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm like, here's a core power, they're like, it's in a bottle, like, yeah, but liquid nutrition it's a thing, like it's a smoothie in a bag, like, I guess, yeah. So
a smoothie in a bag.
Ew. Have you ever had these, Bryce?
No, I haven't tried the smoothie in a bag.
You guys are all like,
a smoothie in a box, Organifi or something. Smoothie in a box. Oh, they're not. They're you're not missing anything.
Sometimes you just had like, we're doing hangouts like right up into the panel. I'm like, what can I eat while I'm on the panel? And so I'm like, yeah. So it's like eating I think it's only 180 calories. Those will, as energetic as I am, those
a lot of calories.
Yeah, all the 180 will be gone by the time we're done with this.
I feel like I'm gonna need to eat pizza during the VIP panel. Like,
yeah.
For this
Are you guys gonna like order me pizza now?
Can we? Is that
order pizza?
What city are you in?
We're in Los Angeles.
Like actually,
Baroni's pizza is good too. Cassandra and I had Baroni's pizza. It's the square one with a really crispy crust and like grease.
Medici is good. Medici pizza.
I haven't had that. Is that in the Valley?
It's in the Val. It's like super thin crust. It's the Napolitana kind.
Okay,
It's
Is it in Valley Glen or Woodland Hills?
Valley Glen, the original.
Baronies. Baronies.
You'd rather have
On Oxnard.
He's actually going to send you some pizza.
Can you DoorDash? Can you get there?
Best panel ever.
Yeah.
Just gotta ask for what you want.
All right. So Rachel will text you to find out your order, and then
Oh my God, are you serious?
Oxnard Street.
Are you gonna open?
Okay. Okay, so get this Baroni's address, and then we're gonna make sure that they're Bryce. How is that?
Cassandra and Bryce, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Is that close to you, Bryce, or no?
I'm across the city.
So I should pick somewhere else for you.
You might have to. I have pizza. I have leftover pizza. I ate pizza yesterday.
That doesn't count.
Oh,
Leftover.
We're gonna make you eat pizza.
You guys, if he has a third piece, well, the VIP's done. Like he'll never.
They're like a pizza party.
Ain't
you sleep through the panel.
Oh, man. Okay, so they're gonna text you to find out your order, ladies.
Yeah, I just got the tag.
Yeah.
Got it.
You can find a place if you're ordering pizza.
Okay,
Hold that up.
We'll do it.
It says a what pizza? Wait, I'm gonna look. Usually, I either get cheese or pepperoni.
The pepperoni was the one we had. That was super yummy.
None of you eat.
Can I get that?
It's the square pizza, though.
None of you.
I don't care what shape it is.
Well, that's the one that was like the crispy, yummy, thin crust.
Hell yeah.
Put it in my mouth. It's pizza.
I eat any shaped pizza.
Do you really?
Round,
You're like,
triangular, heart shaped,
Rachel
square.
be the thin crust.
you're like, does it have cheese and sauce and bread? And it's
And
pizza.
you're good.
Pretty much.
Oh man,
Pretty much.
good. I freaking love this so hard. Okay,
You guys are crazy.
I probably should have started with this, but it was such a crazy start to the panel that everybody in chat, thank you so much for joining us. This is kind of how we roll at Color World Live. It's a fun, crazy day. There's always going to be a tech issue. Somebody's audio is never, and so it'll throw everything off. So we just chill, we roll with it, and we make sure that you guys have a great time. There are still, you can still book Bryce or Michelle. Cassandra is going to go on vacation, so we're super jealous, but we're already twisting her arm to have her back. So if you didn't get a chance to hang out with Cassandra, we will have her back. We'll just pick another anime she's in, and we'll do a whole nother day, and we'll
There
have
you
her
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Michelle, it's so funny during tech run through, Rachel was like, Michelle, I have to tell you, I hate Gurren Lagann, but I love Yoko.
I'm like, how can you love one character and hate a show?
Well,
Like, that would be a first. She's a first.
she's a first.
Yeah, for
Yoko,
sure.
she is a really great character, though. Like, she knows what she's about. Oh man, were you moved in that scene? Like, was that hard to watch? I'm trying to think. Are you in that scene with Bro? I'm trying not to give away Gurren Lagann. Can I give it away because it's like 20 years old?
It's like 10 to 11 years old.
Okay, so like when Kamina dies, are you what?
Crushed. I was crushed. And I was working with Kitaway, who is a producer at Aniplex, project coordinator. And she said to me, do not watch forward. Like, I don't want you to read the script forward. I don't want you to watch the anime beforehand. Like, I just want you to come in. We have a surprise for you.
Oh, that's the worst surprise ever.
Oh, it was, yeah. And they didn't tell me that Kamina was going to die. So I came in and I recorded that scene that day, and I literally was like in tears, you know. I mean, I'm always in tears, but that I'm not. I'm just kidding. But that particular scene really got to me.
Yeah. It was,
that was a tough one.
you never know when you get into an anime if they're going to be, if they're going to let people die, essentially, right? Like,
right. It was like Game of Thrones. You never know who was going to die next.
Yeah. And in
who was going to die.
you do something like Akame got killed, and we're like, if ever we introduce somebody to Akame got killed, we're like, whatever you do, just please don't get attached. Like,
yeah, don't.
It's not gonna
never get attached. I have to give Rachel my address for my pizza.
Yes.
Yeah, I have Cassandra.
You have Cassandra. Bryce hasn't said anything.
I need to give you an order. I'm looking up what pizza places are best in my area.
He's searching up his local.
I am.
The best.
Okay.
I need a list of pizza places, guys.
This used to be an app.
I don't know. I'm not sure where you live.
Oh man, I love how this started as a joke, and I swear to you, this is like it's gonna become a thing, you guys. Like
pizza.
I
can't believe this is happening. It's like a birthday gift or something.
We're gonna take care of you all. Okay, right. I heard you talking about Alicization on your head. Like, tell me, like, season 2 feels so different from season 1 and season. And first of all, what season are we on? Because I thought I watched season 3.
I think it's 3.
Yes.
Okay. So why, I swear to you, and on my Funimation app, at some point I started watching season 4, but that's not a thing.
I mean, it's always confusing the way they split up seasons. Alicization is like a double season. It's extended.
Okay.
Yeah. Isn't there technically like 3 seasons in Alicization or something?
This is the 4th like arc.
Okay.
And that's happening right now.
Okay. So tell me, like, did it feel like a little whiplash to, like, you jump into Gun Gale Online and that hair is killing me, and we're like, when can this game be over? Can they beat the boss already? And then I started watching Alicization. I'm like, what have I missed? Because they're all kids now. What? I don't understand what is happening.
It's a whole different like story. It's like it's all brand new.
That's one thing I really love about Sword Art. Like every arc of the show just has a different feeling.
Yes.
You know, like Aincrad is very different from the fairy arc. Like they're just different feelings and different vibes that come from it. And Gun Gale is very different from Alicization. Like, so it's really cool how the show like constantly reinvents itself.
Yeah.
I love Alicization because of the whole Alice in Wonderland kind of.
I guess because it was called Underworld, so in my head I'm thinking like, what is that? Is it? There's another game in which they made it Resident Evil. Is it Resident Evil that has the Underworld? There's a movie called Underworld.
Maybe, yeah. There might have been. Like with Mila Jovovich.
I feel like you just blew my brain up because I was thinking so first of all, I thought it was Alicization, and I'm like, I don't actually care why it's called that. I'm just watching it because my friends are in it. But then I noticed that there wasn't a T because like the internet kept telling me I'm dumb, and it's like, I'm going to give you stuff for what you really want because like you can't spell. And then I was like, oh, it's Alicization.
Alicization or Alicization. And how do you say it? Like, what's the proper pronunciation?
We had so much trouble at the beginning, but it's like Alice, like the character Alice in the show. So Alicization.
Alicization. Okay. So it is Alicization. I always say Alicization.
Yeah.
That's not right. Alicization. Okay.
Right when they were like announcing the show, Shermie and I emceed a panel at Anime Expo, and she had to say the name of the show first. So I'm just like pressuring her as she said it for the first time.
Like, good luck.
She got it.
Oh, so cheating. Cassandra, what has been your experience? Like, I mean, I guess it's part of the whole, like the genre of, it's an isekai, right? Do we get to call this? Some people tell me that isekai is like a strict, like where you don't know that you're in the world. I feel like it broadly falls into that category. But what is your sense been of like how different each season is, Cassandra?
It is very different. I'm like most familiar with Lifa's storyline and her arc. She kind of like disappeared to like make an excuse for like why she leaves like the other ones. So like she was like barely in like anything but her own arc.
Yeah.
She does come back for season 3 that we're doing now.
Yes.
So like that's encouraging. But I don't know. I would rather, I mean, I get why they want to make like each arc different. It's like, you know, a storytelling choice. But like for me personally, I'm kind of like, why did you just like leave Lifa hanging? I feel like her storyline just kind of like there's so much more they could have done with it. And they just kind of like cast her aside. So I'm bitter.
Well, yeah. If they're smart, Michelle, they will. Like, I think what J.K. Rowling learned really quickly is you don't stop telling the story.
Right.
Like, you guys remember the backlash when like Harry Potter was just over and they're all like the figures. Yeah. And then she like begrudgingly like did a play. She did like a script for a play, and then somebody twisted her arm 10 years later into Fantastical Beasts. And I think the whole of the right, like Cassandra, there's no reason that we can't have more. You know what I mean? Like even if Kirito and Asuna are doing something, that doesn't mean that Lifa isn't doing something.
I know why I know why they have to keep changing the story.
Why?
They need to bring more girls in to fall in love with Kirito.
Right?
To make it more of a harem show.
Yeah.
Because every anime at its
building.
I'll tell you what, when I was watching My Hero Academia, I was like, why is no one calling this a harem anime? Like, how many of these women are in love with Deku? I'm freaking over it already. Like, every girl that comes in, like, whether they want to kill him or not, they're still in love with him.
Was Lifa in love with Kirito?
Accidentally, yeah.
Before they knew they were related.
Oops.
Yeah, that was the big controversy because, like, they're actually, I like to call him her brother cousin.
Yeah.
Because, like, they grow up thinking they're siblings, but they're not. They're actually cousins.
Is that like Jon Snow and Khaleesi from Game of Thrones? See, another Game of Thrones.
I haven't watched Game of Thrones, actually.
Oh, my God.
What happens is that, like, they go into SAO, and I'm, like, blanking on all the terminology right now. But they, like, go into their, like, VR world, and then Lifa, like, falls in love with Kirito, not knowing
in the world?
Yeah, not knowing that it's actually her brother cousin. So it's like, it causes a whole thing. And then at the end, like when she finds out, it's like, oh shit, I fell in love with my brother cousin. Guess I'm gonna move on with my life now. And then it kind of shows her flirting with that guy.
Is it Klein?
Klein, the big guy. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, this could be a thing. Like, let's explore this. And then they just never do anything with it.
Bastards.
And I'm like, that was a whole arc. That was like 20 episodes of like just this storyline, and then they just like abandon it.
Leading up to just like ending it, just like walking away.
Nothing.
Yeah.
All that.
And then like
maybe
ordinal scale.
You never know. Maybe it'll come back, and you'll get to finish the story arc with
Well,
Klein.
that's what I keep hoping for, but like I don't think season 3 isn't looking to be anything like that.
No,
I don't know.
Well, do we know though? Because man, okay, this is current. Man, how do we do this without spoiling it?
That's what I always deal with. I'm like, how do I not spoil things?
I know.
Okay, let's just say they're going to have to come out of the game at some point, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
And oh man, Bryce, you're right.
So tough.
I know. How do we
can't really say anything.
Well,
we'd be breaking NDA.
There's
Isn't it out? subbed.
Well, that's what I'm saying is it's out, and a bunch of people are like in preparation for this. A lot of SAO has been consumed this week, you guys, for people getting ready for. I feel like they can come out of the game. In fact, I feel like in one of the places where I left off, they almost have to come out of the game. And when they do, Cassandra, like there's no reason that when they go back into oh man,
Real world.
well, no, there's just Bryce knows that there's no way to not blow this for everybody. Because that last what 4 episodes, Bryce, before the break is freaking crazy. Like
you're talking the last couple episodes of the first half of Alicization
with Administrator.
Oh yeah,
right.
Have you guys seen any of season 3?
I haven't.
It's really intense, and the stuff that's coming. I have not been able to stop myself. Like I watched the show today in Japanese.
I was going to say you're watching the sub. Yeah,
I'm watching it in sub. It's really good, and you guys are going to have some exciting times in the booth.
Oh man,
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
really, I've heard.
Don't lose hope yet, because
you never know, Cassandra.
It's not over, like by a long shot.
Right.
That's probably another quote of the day. Like
not over by a long shot.
No, that Bryce, the English dub actor for Kirito, is watching the sub.
Well, hey, like I'm a big fan of the series and the storytelling of it. And I also love Matsuoka-san's performance. It's really inspiring to watch that and to kind of know what I'm getting into. Like, again, without spoiling, I wasn't driving a lot of this last arc.
Right.
It wasn't my character that was kind of focused on. And I was just secretly hoping he comes back. So I was kind of waiting for that. Without spoiling anything too much.
I know it's so hard. I'm going to tell you that. So for everybody that's in VIP panel, we're going to rip off the Band-Aid. If you ask questions, we're answering them. So just know that if you want, like, we're just going to all these places where Bryce and I keep pausing. If you want to just keep talking, make sure you watch the VIP panel. There'll be a small break, so we're coming up on it. There'll be a break from. Let's see, Pacific and Eastern are the most popular time zones. So from
2:30 to 3 Pacific time.
So from 3 Pacific and 6 Eastern will be the VIP panel, where we're gonna rip the Band-Aid off and you ask whatever the heck you want to. That's all we do in VIP, you guys, is take questions from all of you. So I appreciate everybody. I hope you're all super well educated on pizza. With any luck, at some point during the VIP, there will be pizza arriving for all of our guests.
I know. I'm super excited about that. I'm so glad because now I don't have to eat lunch. I'm just gonna wait for my pizza.
You should eat. Do you ever just eat like a little? Like if I feel like it's too late, but then dinner is like too far, I'm like, okay. If I have like half a granola bar.
You know what that's called, Brad?
What?
A snack.
I don't like snack food because it's not good for my finger.
But you just said you eat granola bars. That's a snack.
All right, chat. Let me know.
Semantic.
What do you think, Cassandra? Is that a snack? If you
I'm not getting involved. I'm not taking a side in this.
Right. What do you think, man? If you eat
Come on,
and it's not like what do you think, Bryce? Is everything that's not a meal a snack? That's probably the heart of the question. What do you think?
Everything that's not a meal a snack.
No, because it could be a dessert.
Exactly.
Right?
I was thinking that, but I didn't want
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Anything that's not a meal or a part of dessert. Is it a snack?
Is dessert the only thing that's set aside as an official Because breakfast doesn't have that, right?
Like trying to eat sweet treat time, like dessert. Oh, it's dessert. I can have a sweet treat.
Right. Is there any other kind of like official term for like lunch doesn't like nobody does lunch dessert, right?
Well,
Like,
I think if you eat a chocolate chip cookie in the middle of the afternoon, it's a snack.
that's a snack for sure. But if I go grab my Lenny and Larry's complete cookie, like
Complete protein cookie. It's still a cookie.
but
Don't be fooled.
that's how they get you, Michelle. That's how they get you.
I know. I know. I'm right with you.
Michelle's like, but it's still a cookie.
It's a cookie.
240. What, guys? Why do they do that? Why is there in an individually packaged snack? Oh man, is it a snack?
It's a snack.
I just called it a snack. I ruined my own argument. It says there's 2 servings in here, so
There's not.
There is. They trick you.
Why is that? So this
It's ridiculous.
So it's 480 calories for that.
420.
That's a lot.
It is.
It's a
For a
serious
small
cookie.
cookie.
That's like a meal.
Well, yeah, thank you. Which is why I have a hard time calling it a snack. Thank you. Bam, I'm back on track. Woo!
But if you're gonna eat the whole thing as a meal, then it's your meal.
Right.
You said eating anything other than a meal, like in between breakfast, lunch, and dinner, is it considered a meal or a snack?
It's the times we live in, right?
I know. It's very confusing.
What about second breakfast and second dinner?
Right?
There you go.
If you're a hobbit, it's very much a thing, Bryce. Right?
Fourth
Second
meal.
breakfast.
What is
I'm a
it?
fan of second breakfast.
Second
Second breakfast.
What do you,
You're a hobbit.
yeah,
What would second breakfast consist of?
yeah. What do you eat for second breakfast, Cassandra?
If you're a hobbit or if you're me.
If you're you,
Oh. Second breakfast, like, okay, if you have a first breakfast of just like a banana or a yogurt
okay,
at like early, like 7,
right?
and then at like 10, 11, you're like, you want your second breakfast, that's going to be like more substantial. That's going to be like your breakfast burrito, your eggs, like I had like a croissant sandwich this morning. That's like a second breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you eat at 11, Bryce has 2 kids, right? You have 2 kids, Bryce. Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
If you eat at 11 though, Cassandra, how do you go for lunch? Like that'd be tough. At
You
11,
could have lunch at 1.
ooh, that's close. But you can't roll breakfast burrito at 11 and then like full lunch at.
Can.
Then I would have, if I had a breakfast burrito at like 10,
Yeah,
then I would eat again probably at like 3.
right.
That's like a weekend thing.
So then is dinner at 9?
No, I mean, I enjoy eating, so like, I have no problem eating like meals like 3 hours from each other. So I would have dinner at 6:37. If you eat at 3, like that's fine. Yeah.
Depends what you have for lunch, because if you eat deep dish pizza for lunch, then you don't wake up till 9.
Right.
That's true, yeah.
Right. And then if depending on when we get our pizza,
Oh man. Okay, so that's
Yeah, has the pizza been ordered?
that's the
do we have a snack in between now and our pizza?
that's what this is all about. Is you should like snack before your pizza.
Snack.
Yeah,
Before the
but
pizza.
only eat up to half of this, Michelle. Don't eat the whole thing.
It's a snack. Even if you eat the whole thing, it's a really high calorie snack.
It's a very high calorie snack. But as a meal replacement, Bryce, what for one meal though? 420? That's pretty on point, isn't it? For one meal?
If you want to call a cookie a meal. Yeah. And it depends on how many second breakfasts you have.
Or fourth meals.
Fourth meals, right?
Oh man, this is the best. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for this is awesome. You guys are the best. So we're gonna Rachel's working behind the scenes furiously at delivering edible things to your house.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
And then we're going to have a 30-minute break. We're going to work furiously to make sure anybody who purchased either an autograph or a hangout or a personalized message to get into VIP, we're going to work behind the scenes in the next 30 minutes. So have no fear. We will get to you. No problems. Just be patient with us as we work through it. And then remember, if you're not in the private Facebook group, you're going to miss VIP. So make sure you go to ColorworldLIVE, VIP only on Facebook, and then request access to that. And then we'll check it against your ticket to make sure that you got an item. And then you're good. And then all this hijinks, we're just going to do it all over again. We're going to finally say the things that we stopped. Bryce and I are going to stop saying half a sentence, and we're just going to answer every question that you have for Cassandra and Bryce and Michelle. It's going to be totally lit. So thank you guys for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. It was so awesome to get a chance to hang out with you. And we'll see you in 30 minutes at